A very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video in the Rest Assured series. The last video we created Future 5. We created three classes. One is post steps, get steps, and put steps. Okay. Hope you all remember we created in the last video. Okay, now we are going to call the code, the reusable code to our write post get and put steps and execute through our runner class. Okay, so that is what we are going to do right in this particular video. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is let me go to the post steps. Okay, let me call this create take this class rest assured utilities. Okay, I will go here to the post steps. I will keep it outside so that I'm using in the other methods also. Okay, so I'll name it as rest util. Okay, then I will write use this rest util to create an object. Okay, so rest util equal to new. Okay, rest utilities. Okay, now we are going to use the validation utilities also. So I'll just copy this validation utilities. Okay, I'll come to post steps, right? Valid util. Okay, so I created this one also. I'll create this object equal to new. Okay, validation utilities. Okay, now we are going to use this method and call the method rest. Okay, util. Okay, equal rest util dot. Okay, post request. Okay, title, body, and author. In here we need to mention string title, string body, and string author. Okay, make sure you are doing that. I added before itself, but make sure you are giving string as the by default it will be string. Change it to string title, string body, and string author. Okay, now we call the post request. Now we need to do validation, right? Valid util dot status code. Just status code validation. So we created object for rest util and the valid util. Then with the help of rest util we call the post request. From where? From here. This method we are calling it. Okay, then what I did is I used value to call the status code validation. Where it is here, the validation it is. Okay, you are going to check the status code is 200 or not. Okay, like that I created the post steps. We need to create the get steps also. I'll copy this. We are going to use it again in the get steps. Okay, I will paste outside. All right, then I'll copy this also. We are going to use the same thing. Okay, I will paste here. Okay, here one minute. Okay, here we use rest util dot get request. Okay, so where is the get request? Here. Okay, then again the same thing. Okay, valid util dot status code validation. Okay, so now that the two things is ready, post and get, we'll do this the same thing for the put also. Okay, let me copy it, go here, paste it. Let me go copy. Okay, then I'll paste here. Okay, then I'll copy this one. Here we need to call the put method now. Okay, dot put string body and title. We need to pass argument title, body and author, because why, we are given in the future file. Title, body and author, we are passing the values in the future file. This is a data driven framework. Okay, so we are passing the values in the future file, not in the steps. Okay, so title, body are passed in argument and it is used in the future file. Okay, valid util dot, again status code validation. If you want, we can do other validation also, like response body validation or header validation. So we can do header validation also. Valid util dot header validation, we should use, right? We can add header validation also. Okay, so like that we can add classes now. So one thing I've done is, right, I've added extend report manager in the utilities, which I did right in the offline. So, okay, to generate an extend report, I've added one class in the utility package, that is extend report manager. So I given right, given a global extend report extend. Okay, init report. Okay, if extend equal to null, extend reporter HTML report equal to new extend reporter, and extend extend report and attach a report. I have created methods for creating a test. It will tell the name of a test and it will pass the info of the test, information of test. If any error, it will pass it. If it will pass, right, it will pass it, and it will fail, it will fail it. Okay, so like that I created a separate utility class to generate an extend report in my project. Okay, so this you can also do in your project. Okay, so now I created right for I the code I called from the rest assured package. One thing we can do, right, we did this right log, right, we can do separately for post, get, put and do, right, delete, right. For example, I'm have only one log. For example, I need a post log or get log, we can send it. See, I can copy this. Okay, and I can paste it and I can give name it as get log. So separate log will be captured for each request. Okay, so post separate log, get separate log, right, put separate log will be captured. So each one will have a separate file, right, log file. Okay, I'll show you one minute. Put log. Okay, same thing I can use it for delete also. So for each request, you'll have a separate log instead of one log for everything. Okay. So I have a separate log for each request. Okay. So I need to add an exception here. Okay. So now let's run with the runner class. Okay. So I think everything is set. Okay. Let me run it. Okay, all the three has been passed. Okay. So there's one error. Okay, the content type application JSON validation is failed. This one. Okay. Header validation content type application was not application JSON. Well, let me go. Okay. There's some one minute, right? This validation is failed. This one application JSON is not this one. This one is failed. One minute. Okay. Let me add this one. Let's see. Okay. Content type Hmm. Let me add this one. Let's see what happens. Okay, let it check this one. We'll see. Right? Let me run again. Hmm. All three passed, right? Now if I refresh it, so you'll get three different logs. Get log, where it gets all the logs, okay, and then post log, right? It gets captures the request and response, and put, it captures the request and response, okay. And if you see a cucumber report would have been generated, right click, open with web browser, okay. A cucumber report, a detailed report has been generated, okay, which capture the values also. Say future scenario, right, and tags, right, scenario has been captured here. What OS, how many test case done, total number of runs, total duration, okay. What environment, it got the environment also, okay. So it got a cucumber report also, it got, okay. So right, this is how we can run a framework and we can do it. We can run through pom.xml, or run, we can run through testng. Let me run through testng for you. Okay, 1 minute. Let me create it again. One minute. 1 minute. We need to add the class, okay. Test runner, okay. So there is only one class here. Test runner dot test runner. Let me run this one. Let's see. Wrong name. Alright, 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, class name is wrong. Okay, let me run it. Hmm. It's running. We can run through testng.xml also. Okay. So this we can invoke through pom.xml. Testng.xml file is there in pom.xml. We can invoke through pom.xml also. Okay. So we can run through different ways, okay. So we can run through different ways. There are various ways of executing the framework, okay. Hope this rest assured framework is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye.